at least it's spring in my place. It is March 1st when I am recording this, and we are just going to awaken this weekend, okay? I am fully nursed back to life, mainly because it is March 1st and it is very sunny out today. So I feel like this vlog needs to just be a spring awakening. Now, last week's video, I did make a prepping for spring, so I made a spring mood board and I already kind of got into the vibes. But today we are going out into the world. We are going to live, AKA I'm gonna go socialize, and also I'm gonna get my nails done. I'm gonna go to the market to get some tulips. I am going to awaken the life force energy within me that has been a little bit dull for the past too long. So it is like almost 3 p.m. I need to get ready. I want to record a podcast episode. If you guys don't know, I have a podcast channel, the Glow Up Secrets podcast. You can also find it on Spotify and Apple if you want to listen to it audio. We just chit chat about mindsets. Right now we're talking a lot about spirituality, but we talk about a lot of things, mental health, healing, all that good stuff. So if you want more of me, go to the podcast channel. And then I'm gonna be meeting my friend Tess, and we're gonna go to dinner because it is the first day. This is what she's been saying. It's so funny. She keeps saying on her social media that it is the first day of 2024, which is just like, it really does feel like that. So we're gonna meet up and just talk, socialize, get some good food. It is Friday in the city. I'm so excited. And then tomorrow we're gonna do the nails. We're gonna go to the market to get tulips. I need tulips in this damn place. Like, it is essentially spring. What are we doing with no tulips? I also wanna show you guys some of the new gym fits that I got from Buff Bunny. They just recently sent me a collection that is such like spring vibes. So I wanna try on some pieces and like show you guys what I like the most, if any. And then tomorrow night, we're going out with the girls, and I'm pretty sure some of the girls are gonna come over to my place first, which I haven't hosted anything in a really long time. So that'll be nice if they end up coming before. And then we're gonna go to this place called Kissa. It's like a restaurant, but they turn into like a night lounge vibe, and we're gonna be celebrating someone's birthday. So I am just so freaking here for socializing right now. And I will say I am ovulating, so naturally I'm just ready to go. But you know those days where you're just so excited and it's so aligned and you just wanna go out, versus the times where you don't really wanna go out, but there's maybe like nothing to do, or you're just stressed, or you're not really, I don't know, and then you just go out anyways. That's not one of these weekends, okay? We're just gonna put on some light makeup here. I did do my eyebrows today, so they're looking very fresh, which I freaking love. I honestly do need to get a new foundation. This is a tad bit too dark for me, but this is a foundation that I use all year around because it's just so good. And I don't get like too light or too dark usually that I can't wear this, but I'm definitely kind of telling, I have to like bring it down my neck sometimes, but whatever, it's like almost done. But I do need to go to Sephora, I would say like next week, to get some new foundation. Maybe I'll get a little bit lighter, I don't really know. And some clothes, because one thing about me, now that spring is here, I'm so in the mood to like go out and do things. I have clothes. That's a lie. I have a lot of clothes, but you know what? I've done a really good job at re-wearing as much as I possibly can. I'm an outfit repeater. You will see me wear my favorite shirt 100,000 times, even in photos, even on Instagram. But I will say, like, this is kind of getting a little bit too much. So I definitely need to go shopping. I was thinking next week, and I know this is like not supposed to be like sanitary to like put on your face, but I always put my foundation on right after I've done my skincare, and this is like empty, so I don't really care, okay? Next weekend, I have one of my friend's birthdays. So I figured I would film a video where I'm doing kind of like a spring glow up, where I'm going shopping, because I need to come up with some like Pinterest boards and find some like actual outfits. Like, I wanna think about the outfits that I'm getting instead of just going to the mall and just like picking up anything, because you can easily do that because there's so many cute things. But I want to think about like some of the items that I really want, that I would rewear a lot, but also just things that I need, not things that I don't need. Because listen, I have a lot of clothes where I'm just like, why did I buy that? Like, I didn't need it, and now it's just sitting here because realistically, like, I'm not gonna wear it. So I feel like over the past like year or two, I've been really like way more intentional with the things that I do buy in terms of clothes, in terms of like knowing what I will actually wear and what I actually will not wear. Like the type of jeans that I'll wear, the type of shorts, if any, that I'll wear, or like leggings, things like that. And it's taken me a long time. Like I used to always spend so much freaking money on clothes, and I would not know what looked well on me, and in general, just like I would buy clothes that would look really cute but not comfortable. So anyways, that's what I'm gonna be doing next weekend, which I feel like will make me even more excited to record more, because I feel like the past season I have not been motivated at all to film YouTube videos in the sense of vlogs, realistically, because I haven't been doing much. Like in the winter, I really do hibernate. I really do lots of healing work, mental health, like very, I don't know, hibernation vibes. But let me know in the comments what you guys are most excited for this spring season. Like, what are you guys getting up to? What's the goals? Also, I want to make a video on spring/summer planning in terms of goals, but also like a bucket list, because there's a lot of content that I want to create, but also just like things that I want to do and like live my freaking life this summer. So I want to like sit down and really look at my next spring and summer plan. Also, in order to get in the spring mood, to really awaken, y'all need to get on some playlists, okay? I said this in my last video that I was talking about when it comes to like spring prep. I made a new spring playlist, which I will link down below. It's called Sunset House Music. It's unreal. It is so good. It is unlike the other house music that I have. I have a house music playlist called It's a Trance, where it's more like trancey type of music. And then I have a house playlist that is the most saved from you guys, but it's very like normal house music. It almost gives it like Love Island type of house music, which I love in a way. But the new playlist that I made, you will understand why I chose the name Sunset House. It's like you're driving down the freaking, what's it called? 401, 404, Queensway, whatever it is. And you are watching the sun go down as the CN Tower is there, stunningly beautiful as she is, with the sun setting, like I just said, listening to this playlist, okay? Or picture yourself in Tulum, because really, I would rather be listening to that in Tulum. But anyways, that's the playlist I've been playing for the past, honestly, like 2 weeks. I've also been pulling out my Spanish playlist. It's called A Spanish Summer. That's a really good playlist that a lot of you guys like too. And I don't know, I just think like when a new season comes, you need to be listening to the music that fits the vibe, okay? So no more listening to sad girl music, no more listening to music that not brings you back, because this type of music probably brings you to a certain point in your life, maybe if you've ever listened to it before, but just create new energy and new vibes for the season, I guess is what I'm saying. I'm now going in with my Winxie Luxe blush in the color Crown, Cheeky Rose Blush Crown. So I guess that's the color. I've been using this since the summertime. You guys have any recommendations for any new makeup, like spring makeup, please let me know. I definitely want to update some of my makeup, because I don't know, I just feel like I have actually been using things for forever. And don't fix things that are not broken, but sometimes it's fun to like change things up. But I am so excited to get my nails done tomorrow. I haven't gotten my nails done basically all of winter. I think I stopped getting my nails done early fall, just because, like, you know, when you get your nails done so much to the point where, you know, I think you just get over every shape, every style, and you realize that your nails are breaking so much because you really have had them on like all summer. That's when I know to just take them off. And then what I usually do is I go down to like a gel like shellac just with my natural nails until I can just like slowly wean myself off. And then I basically go like all winter with no nails just to give myself a break. And obviously like it's great to save money to not do that, but I also do that because realistically I'm just like not going out as much in the winter time. Like I don't really care as much, which I know it's like you don't want to ever like only live for summer, but sometimes you just be living for summer. So anyways, I'm so excited to get my nails done again because I just know, like I don't care so much. Like I'm not like, I don't look at myself in the mirror or look at my hands in the mirror when I don't have makeup on or I don't have my hair done or if I don't have my nails done, like, oh my God, you're just so ugly. Like I don't look at myself like that. So I kind of forget sometimes just how much I look great or I just feel good when I do my makeup, if I haven't in a long time, or I do my hair that I haven't in a long time, or my nails. So I am definitely excited to start taking photos and seeing my nails be super pretty, because I will say I don't have like the cutest looking hands, which is totally fine, but nails do make everything the best. So I need to look up some nail inspo. I'm somebody who does pretty like basic, I don't know. I'll show you guys obviously. And tomorrow I'm so excited to go out because I haven't done my slick back ponytail hairstyle in so long because I haven't been going out, so I don't usually do that unless I go out because I like to not manipulate my hair, not put gel in my hair, and just like keep my hair as natural as possible, especially during the winter so that my hair can like really grow. But I went to Miami in February, so I got braids in, and before I hadn't done my slick back ponytail hair in like a long time. And then I got braids in, and it's been all of February since I've had those in, and I took them out recently, so I also know that is gonna hit and make me feel so good because I love doing that hairstyle. And I don't know about you guys, but I love taking breaks from doing my hair and doing my makeup because I feel like the longer I go, the more it hits. Versus when you do your makeup and hair every single day, you kind of get used to it and you're kind of just like, whatever. But I feel like those moments when you really do yourself up, you're like, damn, I didn't know I could look like this. Okay, I'm going in with some Eco Styler gel and an old Benefit eyebrow brush, and I've been doing this forever for my eyebrows. Just, I was gonna say gluing them back. It's not gluing them back, it's brushing them back. I will only slightly fill in my eyebrows, which is like the smallest little dab of my Anastasia dip brow, when I do my liner, like my winged eyeliner, which I'm actually not gonna do tonight because I kind of want to keep the makeup minimal, which is like not much different than what I'll do tomorrow night, which is just add freaking liner. Also, today I sent in all of my stuff. Let me see what email I just got here. I just sent in all of my stuff for my taxes, which, if you guys don't know, like as a content creator, because I do work for myself, I'm registered under sole proprietorship. So like I have my own business. I have to do business taxes, meaning any money that I make from YouTube, brand deals, coaching, like literally anything that comes to me, nobody is pulling out a percentage of that to be paid to the government. So I have to do it myself. So any money that I get, I always calculate a percentage of that and I put it away knowing that that's not my money. I do put it in a high interest savings account though, because that's the smartest thing to do, to always put your money that's just gonna be sitting in the bank, regardless if you're gonna be taking it out, into a high interest savings account, because you'll make a little bit of interest on that, which is like, it's smart to do, versus just letting it sit in a traditional bank and you're just making no money off of that. And on top of that, any money that I do want to put aside for like emergency funds or things that I'm just saving and I'm not spending my money, I'll just put it in that account again because it's just smart. I also have another account where every single month I buy stocks in, which is a TFSA. So I'll put like, you know, 400, 600, 800, whatever, depending on how much money I want to put in that month. I'll put it into that account, and then that's the money that I use to buy stocks every single month. And that money is not getting pulled out. I'm not touching that money. That's like for retirement investing. And I also put money into a first home savings account. So I have a lot of things that I do with my income. But anyways, I also do my own bookkeeping. So every single month I have in a spreadsheet, like an Excel spreadsheet, where I write down all the money that was paid to me and then any expenses that I have for my business. And obviously, depending on the type of work you do, you can write off certain things for your business. And I have that in an Excel sheet. And then at the end of the year, I send it off to my tax lady, and then she does the calculations. She sees how much that I spent on my business and how much I made. She deducts it from that. And then based off of that number, obviously there's a percentage in which I'm gonna have to pay of taxes for that. So let's just put in the universe. I mean, I obviously know how much money that I made, but let's put into the universe that I don't have to spend too much money on taxes. I have money set away, but let's just pray. But saying all that to say, that is done. So that's nice that is sent in. I mean, I might have to do a few more things depending on what she says back to me, things like that. But I feel like a weight is a little bit lifted off of me. I mean, it's not really going to be lifted until I really know, but it's nice to have at least basically done it. Okay, guys, listen. I was a Maybelline mascara lash sensational girl for probably 3 solid years, okay? And I've been riding or dying for that mascara. I don't like change my mascara a lot because I don't know. And I'm usually like a drugstore girly when it comes to mascara, to be honest, because I just think I'm always buying it. Why would I spend $30 when I can just spend $8? Anyways, L'Oreal sent me some of their mascaras and I was like, I really just don't want to try any because I don't want to change mine because I've been a ride or die. And mascara to me is something that I just feel like, I don't know, I don't want to change. I tried this telescopic mascara. I'm pretty sure this is the one that was in Lashgate, like Michaela Magrera, the one where she put it on and she actually had like fake eyelashes and instead of like the real thing, and she didn't address it and that. I'm pretty sure this is the one. I don't know. I should really look it up, but I just remember hearing telescopic mascara a lot. Anyways, when I tried this, I was kind of like, maybe she wasn't lying. Maybe she wasn't lying. She probably was because she also didn't address it. Like, that's kind of sus to me. Anyways, I am genuinely obsessed with this mascara and I'm not gonna go back. I don't know, I just think like the formula, but also the bristles maybe, it just makes your eyelashes look so not clumpy, but also just like beautifully wispy, just like clean, girl. I don't even know. I'm the worst at explaining this. Just take my word for it. I really like this mascara. Don't worry, I will show you guys a close-up of this just so you can see. Guys, I am so ready to just stop taking life so serious. This is an ongoing theme for me, and I think a lot of people who are, especially are in self-development and you're getting older, you have to be responsible for your life. Sometimes you take life seriously just because like you have no choice. And this is a process and a series of always unlearning for me, but I'm just so ready to stop looking at everything in my life as this like to-do list or this task or this thing I have to do, get done, rushing, a job type of energy, and just slow down and enjoy life and embrace life. I think that just also comes with spending so much time inside, being in hibernation mode. In the winter time, you know, you're so less motivated to like go out and do things, live your life, socialize, start new habits, start new routines and things. But then you get to a point in your life, and it usually happens like every season, where you're done with not jumping on opportunities. You're done with taking life so seriously and not just having fun. And I always have to check myself essentially with a mindset of, you know, sometimes I make life so much more difficult than need be, just by the stories that I'm telling myself about how hard something is going to be, or simply looking at things even such as self-care as a self-work project versus self-care and enjoyment and slowing down and embracing and loving the process and making it fun and romanticizing it versus just, oh, another day where I gotta get up and I have to do my journaling and I have to hit these healthy habits and I have to go to the gym and I have to even meet friends and I have to like record content, like things like that. Like there's totally a different energy I find, and I'm so over this to-do energy, I guess. This is what I'm gonna be talking about actually in today's podcast episode. I guess that's why I'm bringing it up now, but I am just excited, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm just gonna go in with this highlighter by Fenty Beauty. I have had this highlighter since 2020. I've had this highlighter since 2020. I'm not joking, I'm not lying. I have had it for that long, it's wild. But I mean, obviously it's probably just because I don't do my makeup every single day, but damn, this is really hitting, okay? Pro tip, always put highlighter under your brow or on your brow bone, but like underneath your eyebrows, because that's like the best place for the sun to hit and for you to look glowing. You know what? Highlighter is probably one of my favorite parts of a makeup routine because it makes you look so glowing. Like I love a glowing look. I don't really love a matte look. That's just not my vibe. My current lip combo that I've been using forever, which I'm gonna have to change soon because I'm running out, but I'm using Fresh Beauty Sugar Lip Treatment. This was from the collection of The Summer I Turned Pretty, which I died when they sent this to me because I was obsessed with the show in the summer, which I hope they're bringing back. Are we getting another season of that show? Can you please let me know if you guys watch that? In Radiant Rose, it's like a very deep like plum color, but it brings life to your lips. Like I need like color at least to my lips, but then I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the color Coral. As you can see, this is like much lighter. It's almost like, you know those like nude glosses that look very frosty on your lips? This is like that, but it's in pink, so it's not nude and doesn't wash you out. So this together, this makes this not so red and plump. Also, what a good day to find out that I can get Invisalign at such a cheaper price. So something I've talked about on the podcast is I'm gonna be getting Invisalign to close the gap in my teeth. I had a whole like rant about it, so if you want to know about that, then I'll just link the podcast episode. But essentially I'm going to be doing Invisalign soon, which I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's going to take a while, but it just makes the most sense for my teeth structures and everything like that. Something that I've been thinking about for a very, very, very long time. And my dental office, although I love them, you know, I've been going there for a long time, I got quoted around $8K for Invisalign. And I know dental offices, they price you out at different rates depending on, you know, like how bougie they are, where they are operating, whatever. My friend, she works at a different dental office and they do Invisalign there as well. And she told me, she's like, we have basically the cheapest prices because they're like the top #1 provider of Invisalign, at least like in the city in Toronto. And tell me how she quoted me like 3K. So I'm gonna have to go with them, right? Like, I'm so sorry, but what the heck? That's wild. I was about to spend that much money on Invisalign. I mean, I wasn't really, because I knew that I wanted to ask her and I wanted to see other prices, but damn. And you know what though? Her office is half of the distance closer to my place. So it's a win-win for me. All right, here is the final look. I am blinded by the sun right now, so I can't even tell you what I am seeing or what you guys are seeing, I should say, but this is the look. This is my mascara, the highlighter. My skin broke out a little bit during the winter time, which is, honestly, it's pretty normal actually for me. Sometimes in the wintertime, I usually have a small phase where my skin will go through this weird like breakout. And I don't even tend to get any hormonal acne the way I used to. Like, as I healed my internal body, my skin started to really reflect that. I have a whole, I was gonna say episode, I have a whole video on my skin health journey, how I like healed that holistically and everything. But you know, as I really started healing, I no longer had those breakouts, especially in regards to healing my gut health. But sometimes I would still get hormonal acne like here. But as I started cycle syncing and really taking care of my cycle, sorry, my camera was overheating, so hopefully I can just talk quicker. As I was cycle syncing and caring more about my cycle and like eating right, I stopped even having any sort of like hormonal breakouts like right before my period. You know, when you usually get a few breakouts right before your period, I don't tend to ever even get those anymore. It's very, very rare if I even get that. But there is still sometimes like throughout the year, usually in winter, where I'll have like a little like breakout moment. So anyways, that happened over here. You probably can't even really see it now. So I've been really on my skincare. I think what I'm gonna do is film a like weekly routine of my skincare, because I do so many different things on so many different days. Like I use a retinol on a different day that I use a vitamin C. I use chemical exfoliants some nights of the week. Sometimes I don't even do much to my skin at all because I want to give it a break. Like there's different things that I do. So let me know if you guys want to see that video. And also I'm going to be starting a laser mask, like a, sorry, not laser mask. That's not the right word. An LED mask. And they also have blue light, which helps with blemishes. So anyways, that's what I'm gonna be doing. All right, so we're done, we're ready. I'm gonna quickly record this podcast episode and then I'm gonna walk to the restaurant because I can't be bothered to be in an Uber at 6 p.m. downtown Toronto on a Friday. Like, I just can't do it. Mainly because I love a good hot girl walk. And in my head, I'm just like, you might as well walk to somewhere if you can. Like 30 minutes to even an hour. Like, I'll do an hour walk depending on what we're doing. But I'm just like, I might as well get my steps in as I go and do the thing, right? But I'm pretty sure it only takes me like 20 minutes, which is totally fine. Like, why the heck would I ever take an Uber and also spend money doing that? Like, there's no point when I can just get my steps in, save money, get my steps in, and enjoy maybe a podcast or music depending on what I'm doing. And I'm not gonna be wearing heels or anything. I'm also just gonna put my all-nighter spray on because why not? I guess I don't really need it, but whatever. All right, I am done recording. I'm just gonna go like this because it's just a casual dinner. Like, we're not dressing up or anything. This little athleisure jacket is from Spanx, actually, which is very random, but it's a really nice jacket. I got this in the summertime. I'm just wearing like this little black top. These jeans are from Zara from like a very long time ago. So I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna walk. The sun is setting. I recorded my episode all about letting go. So definitely go watch that episode because I think it was needed for all of us. So let's go have some food. We're going to Moxie's. We love a good chain. When I go with Tess, we always just go to a chain restaurant. So I'm kind of excited though because I've been there, but I haven't been to Moxie's in a very long time. So I don't know what I'm gonna get, but I am very hungry. So we're gonna eat, we're gonna chat, we're gonna have a great start to my spring weekend. Morning. Happy Saturday morning. It is gloomy, which is really annoying because this weekend was supposed to be my spring weekend, but that's fine. I'm still in the spring mood. I had some coffee, breakfast, talked to my friend, I journaled, I watched a YouTube video, and I am just about to leave to go get my nails done. I need to go take out some cash. Pro tip, always take out cash when you go to get your nails done. At least here, you don't have to pay taxes, so it's just cheaper. I have picked out the nails that I think that I'm gonna do. So these are actually my nails from last year, which it's kind of like a coffin shape. I wanna get it a little bit like smaller, and white tips I get them to do. Like I get them to paint the French tip like on it. I'm gonna get biogel. I'll tell you everything I get. I think what I'm going to do on the ring finger of each finger is get something like, hold on, let me pull it up, is to get something like this without the jewels. I don't think I want the jewels, but like you see that little sparkle here and here, just on the ring finger for both of them without doing the white tip. I think that that will look good, because I kind of want to have something different, not too basic, but I also am very much so a basic like white tip girl. I just think that that looks like the best. And I love a good like pink color on my nails. By the way, last night was really, really fun as per usual. We talked for probably like 4 hours at dinner. We just went to Moxie's and we talked about everything. We talked about our content. We talked about our personal lives. We talked about taxes, we talked about summer plans, everything. It's always so good meeting up with Tess. I'll probably see her sometime this week, but I figure I'll just quickly show you what I'm wearing, which is like nothing too out of the ordinary. You're not probably gonna be able to see it, but these are Lululemon leggings, and they're like the flare leggings with like a little cutout. I really love these. I got them in one size bigger. These are a size 6 instead of 4, which I'm happy I got because I could fit the 4, but it was a little bit like too tight on here. And I feel like I have enough leggings where they're they're not too tight, but they fit perfectly. But I love these, so when I go to nail salons and I have to sit for a long time, or I'm just lounging through the house, but I still want to feel like I'm not wearing freaking track pants, like something's like on my body. So I love these leggings. I've had them since last year. I'm just wearing my black top that I honestly wore last night. Same with this athleisure jacket. Anyways, let's go get our nails done. How stunning these tulips are. This is one of my favorite colors. This like orangey red, this fire red. I freaking love this. I'm so happy they had these at the market. And then I have another one on my coffee table here, which is the same ones. I just like mixed and matched them. Oh my gosh, this looks so freaking cute. Like this is spring in a nutshell, just this moment. So as we can see, we've had not the best weather this morning. This is all fog. You can barely see the buildings, and usually you see the CN Tower like right here and it's covered. All right, let's do a nail reveal. I did not get the ring finger with the little sparkle on it, although they still look stunning and I'm obsessed. This is like my go-to. I get 3 coats of Bubble Bath OPI, and then I get her to paint the white tips on it. But this nail place, they're not bad, but every time I go in, they basically sometimes will give you different prices depending on who it is. And they have a sign there also just being like, double check the price with your like nail tech before you do it, blah, blah, blah. I guess maybe so there's no like confusion at the end. I don't know. So I made sure to ask because I haven't got my nails done forever, but I know for a fact that they charge me $10 extra to do the white tips, which is whatever. It's basically them doing a design, so that's fine. But I wanted to ask because I knew that they were gonna try and charge a different amount. If I had asked for the 2 sparkles, like just 1, 2, they're tiny, and I wasn't even gonna get this nail painted. So realistically in my head, I'm like, it really should be the same price because I'm not getting you to do the tip, I'm just getting you to do this, but you know how they can be. And mind you, like I get it, like if you're asking for designs and stuff, you know, they have to be paid their worth, I get that, but because I wasn't getting this nail, whatever. So I asked her and she doesn't have an answer for me. So I already know, and this is what they do sometimes. So they'll just like come up with a price depending on what they feel like it's worth, which again, whatever. So she doesn't have an answer for me, and then she goes to the other lady that's doing nails, and they're having a conversation, not in the same language, and they're talking back and forth, blah, 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 and I'm sitting here like, shouldn't really be this hard for you to figure out, or like you should have a set price. And in my head, I'm not surprised that they don't have a set price because they will tell you one thing and then the next time you come in, it's a different price. I have literally paid the same nails at different prices before. So whatever, she comes back to me and she still doesn't tell me what it is. And I'm like, so what is it, before she gets started? Because I'm like, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna get my nails done. And then you tell me at the end that it's like $800,000 more. And so I'm like, what's the price? And then she sits there and like starts thinking about it. Still doesn't really have an answer from the girl that she had just spoken to. And then she was like, for the tips and then the design that I wanted, which is like the tiniest little thing, okay? $27. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And is $27 realistically that much? Because really they're just adding $7 more on for that one nail. No, but I'm also like, that's actually ridiculous for me to get all of that for an extra $27 just to do that on top of the, what was it, the $70 set and getting like OPI on it. Like, it just gets a little bit too, I'm just like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to get this redone anyways, and if I really want it, I'll go get it next time. But also the reason why I was kind of like, that's a little bit much is because I didn't bring my bank card to pull out money. So I was like, whatever, I'm gonna have to just pay on my card, meaning I would have to pay taxes, which is fine, it's not a big deal. But on top of that, adding $27 on top of my already high bill for my nails, now I'm gonna have to pay taxes on the entire thing. So that's all extra. And then of course I still have to tip her. So I was like, you know what? That's just becoming too much. I would have paid $130 essentially. Well, $140 probably, considering the tip would have been more for this set of nails. Not interested in doing that. That's wild. I just remember when I used to go to the mall back in the day and get acrylic nails, although these are biogel nails, acrylic nails, and it would be like max 50 bucks for a set, your design, and your tip. It's crazy. So anyways, I'm really happy with it though. I'm really happy with the tips and how she did it. So I feel just like a bad bee, okay, when I have these freaking nails on. And it is nice to just take a photo and you see your hands in the mirror and they don't look like little stubby fingers. So that's exciting. And then I walked to the market. It was freaking cold today. I'm not gonna lie. It feels like I don't know. When it feels cold now though, it makes me feel like just a rainy spring day instead of a gloomy snowy day, like how it feels sometimes in January. So I'm not really that mad about it. But I walked to the market, I just got these tulips and that's all I did. And then I got some sushi, came back, ate it. I'm just starting Real Housewives of New Jersey season 12. This was a franchise that I hadn't watched and everyone talks about New Jersey and I'm obsessed with it. I love it. I freaking love it. So I'm on season 12 right now and I decided to run a bath because I was so cold when I got home and I want to take a shower tonight to like do my hair and everything. But as I was doing my bath, I was like, you know what? I might as well just start cleaning my bathroom. I didn't film it because it was like very, very quickly. But you know what? I liked that I did that. I was basically like, I'll just clean as much as I can until my bathtub fills up. And I got every single thing done. I cleaned my toilet. I cleaned my bath because that was originally why I started cleaning, because I wanted to clean my bath because I haven't taken a bath in a while. And then I cleaned my toilet, I cleaned my whole countertop, I wiped down every single thing. So pro tip, if you are cleaning, set a timer for yourself, because I don't know about you, but when I tell myself I'm gonna clean, I like cleaning and I like organizing. That's how I have always been in my life. I always keep my place like this. I'm very much so a natural order of life. And so it's not that I necessarily dread cleaning, but sometimes it just be taking too long. But when you put a timer on yourself, you get things done and you're more focused, and it's not like you rush through things, but you just show yourself you can get a lot done. And I made a reel on Instagram, which go follow me on Instagram if you want to see what I'm getting up to, where I set 1 hour timer and I did a whole cleaning of my entire apartment and I got it done in an hour, which usually when I'm doing a Sunday reset cleaning, that will take me like half a day. And then in my mind, when things take me like half a day to do it, I don't want to do it because I'm like, oh, all day, like tomorrow I have to clean, and then it feels like it's like my whole day and it doesn't need to be. So I'm happy that I did that. So anyways, I'm gonna take a bath. I put some Epsom salt in it because I had taken 2 weeks off of the gym. I've been going to Pilates and moving my body like every single day, but I took essentially 2 weeks off of lifting, so I'm a little bit sore. So I just want to take a bath and just relax, and then I think I'm just gonna go into bed for a little bit and watch Real Housewives and then finish cleaning later, because it's very much so giving like a rainy day vibe and there's not much else to do. And I was also thinking I'll probably just edit some of this video as well as I do that. So I'm gonna do that. We're gonna get ready later. I'm also wanting to show you guys some of the clothes that I got from Buff Bunny. It's not sponsored, but I figured I would just show you guys. And yeah, so we'll see you in a bit. we're not going out anymore. Which is kind of so sad because I was so excited yesterday to go out, but the weather is definitely keeping everyone down today. But a lot of the girls had gone out last night and everyone's taking either too long to respond, nobody's going out, nobody's X, Y, and Z. One of my friends is going out, but she's going to a dinner first, and then she's going to this place called Kissa, and they have like a booth and they're doing like this huge thing for her birthday. But if I can't find somebody to do something with in terms of like the pre-party, I'm just gonna be too tired waiting to go at like 11ish because I don't know these people enough like to go to like the dinner thing. So I just called it. I'm just not gonna do it. I mean, I could totally just go out myself or whatever, but honestly, like the weather is just not really the vibe. And honestly, I'm going out for a dinner and like a night out with the girls next weekend for one of my friend's birthdays. So I will just do the slick back ponytail, looking like $1 million, go out, do everything that weekend. And I was planning on doing like a shopping day and like getting some new clothes. So I'll definitely like make a whole themed video. So instead of going out, I'm just going to have an everything shower because I planned to shower regardless. So I want to start using my LED mask, and then I'm probably just gonna chill and watch Real Housewives. Like it's giving just relax and do that. So let me show you some of the products that I'm gonna be using for my hair in the shower. I'm not gonna film it in the shower because it literally is so annoying to film, but I'll show you guys what I'm using. You know, one thing I'm not mad about though is the fact that I thought potentially people were coming over, so I made sure to clean today. And now my entire apartment is spick and span. So tomorrow I don't even have to clean, and I'll probably get groceries, but it'll just be like a chill day and I'll just edit. So I'm not even mad. I'm never mad when plans don't work out, even if I really want to go out, because I'm always happy with my alone time. And a lot of you guys ask me about living in solitude and like living alone. So maybe what I'll do is when I'm done my shower routine, we'll end the video. I'll give you guys some advice when it comes to living in solitude and like being alone, because you guys have asked me that a lot. But anyways, so what I'm gonna do is get into the shower. My hair needs to be brushed. So what I do is I like take my hair down, I separate it into like 6 parts because I cannot just like go ahead and start brushing my hair. I need to have small sections of my hair because it gets very tangly and it's very curly. So what I do is I use the OG Aussie conditioner because that's just like what works for my hair, and I go through so much conditioner that I always just get a big one. So when I get my hair completely wet, I go in and I condition my hair and I detangle all of my hair before I do anything. And then I'll go in and I will shampoo my hair. Right now I'm just using the Maui Moisture Black Soap shampoo, which I like. I really do like this. And sometimes when I really want to clarify my scalp, what I'll do is add some rosemary oil. This is from Tony Rose, into my shampoo. Adding rosemary oil, apparently, this is what I've heard, it helps to just really detox the scalp and get any like gunk off of your scalp, I guess. Then I'm gonna go in with my, right now I'm using the Coco and Eve Like a Virgin deep conditioner. And how I'll put it in is I will have my hair sectioned back into those 6 little sections, and I will rake through that all through my hair, make sure it's all soaked. And then I just do a twist. So instead of doing a braid, which is 3 strands, I just do 2 and I just like twist them around. And I do that to my entire head. And then I just like pull them back and they look like kind of like braids in a way. And then I just leave that. So I like to do that if I want to keep my deep conditioner in overnight. If I don't, then what I'll do is I'll put the deep conditioner in my hair and I'll keep it up in a bun. I will use a hot cap. I will come out and I'll use a hot cap. I'll use that for like an hour, and then I will come back into the shower and I just flip my head over. I don't actually go back in. And then I'll put in my regular products. So right now I would be using the Function of Beauty Curly and Coily leave-in treatment along with the Carol's Daughter Enhancing Moisturizer Butter. This is really good. I really like this. I'm just using this right now, but I really like this. And then I rake in some mousse, and I either will put it back up in a bun or maybe I will twist it if I was in the shower. Like if I don't deep conditioner my hair, what I do is I just do that routine with all of my hair stuff, and I'll either like twist it or I'll put it up, or if I'm like brushing my hair down into like a low bun, I'll do that. So that's gonna be my routine. I don't feel like sitting under a hot cap tonight, so I'm just gonna have it in overnight, and then I'll do that in the morning. And then also I need to shave, so what I'm gonna be using, which I have been using a lot, is Bush Balm. Their sugar scrub. Is it called sugar scrub? No, exfoliating scrub. It's like a sugar scrub in a way. Well, it's a little bit like liquidy now because I put a little bit of water in it by accident, but it's still really, really good. Now listen, this is different than a regular sugar scrub. The way that your skin feels afterwards, it feels oily, but not in a bad way. Like, it feels moisturized. I feel like some sugar scrubs, they exfoliate your body, but then they leave your body feeling very stripped, which is like, it's not a bad thing. It's just, this doesn't do this. It rehydrates your skin like no other. I love it. And then I come out of the shower and I use their ingrown hair oil, specifically on my bikini line, armpits if I need to, anywhere that I really shave. So that's what I'm gonna be doing in the shower. And I just, right now I'm using Youth to the People body wash. So it's gonna be a pretty lengthy shower for me, but I need it. And then when I come out of the shower, I use my Dream Body Butter, which is really good by Youth of the People. One thing I was going to say actually though is the Athena Club deodorant, and I mentioned this in a previous video. This is an all natural deodorant, okay? I wanted to try this for at least like a week and a half every single day, not using any sort of other deodorant, meaning any sort of deodorant with aluminum, which is like a Dove, like a normal deodorant. I wanted to like have my body get used to it. I wanted to sweat in it. I wanted to just see what it would do. Guys, this is better than any natural deodorant that I have ever tried. I really like Native, but I'm sorry, this is it. This is better, okay? Not only is it better and it works, like I don't know what they put in this. I don't know what they put in this, genuinely. It's an all natural deodorant, but it works. Also, you can use it like anywhere on your body. So you could put it like in between your thighs if you get the chafing, I think that it's called. I used to get that a lot in high school. I don't really get that much anymore, but I used to. So you can put this anywhere in your body. It smells really good. This is the coconut sprinkle or sparkle one. But also guys, this is why it's even better. Like, it actually works. Like, the 10 out of the 10 is the fact that it works. But what is such a plus is the application. You guys know probably if you've tried a Native or any natural deodorant, it tends to be on like the drier side. This glides on your armpits, okay? It's not like a wet deodorant, but it's not dry whatsoever. It is the most beautiful application I've ever freaking had, okay? So this is not sponsored. I wish and hope one day I will work with this brand because I really, really like this brand. Like, this is wild to me. So I'll be using this, and it's great. I love using a natural deodorant, and it's nice to be able to, because this is what I usually do. I use a natural deodorant on all the days that I'm staying in, that I'm not like sweating a lot, that I'm not like going out to, let's say, like a festival where my arms are going to be up and this, that. I would usually use like a normal deodorant if I was doing that, but majority of the time I really like to take the load off of my body as much as possible when it comes to products and kind of opt for those cleaner products, but I'm not perfect, okay? I use products from big box companies. I use products with ingredients that are not necessarily the cleanest. I'm not perfect. I can't be. I used to be somebody who not only was orthorexic in the terms of I used to be hyper obsessed with only eating clean foods, and if I didn't, I would spiral. I had a really bad relationship with food, but on top of that, I don't know if there's a word for this, I haven't looked it up, but I was like orthorexic when it came to anything to do with products. So clean ingredients, everything, like dental, everything clean, like everything. And I not only did I spend so much money on this kind of stuff that I just didn't have, and I was so freaked out about using anything that was like quote unquote not good for you. So I would just like get into debt. I didn't care because I was that afraid of using just things, because I would listen to so many health podcasts and everything like that. Obviously, just the hyper obsession with that is not healthy. So I have created a very healthy relationship when it comes to the holistic life, and I am very aware. I feel like, I'm just gonna say this, I know that I'm not the only one, but I don't know. This is just like me and my ego, but I really do think that I was in the holistic girl, healthy girl, that girl era way before it was even a thing on the internet, okay? I was listening to those podcasts that nobody was listening to about health and wellness and dental health and like oil pulling and this, that, like all the holistic stuff. I'm not saying that I was the only one, obviously, but now it's been so popularized, and I see the good intention when people will say like, oh, I'm doing like non-toxic ingredients and clean this and clean that and whatever. I mean, everyone goes on their own journey. I'm not saying it's bad to do that, but I just have been through that entire journey, and I understand the benefits, but I also understand where you can lead to unhealthy relationships with these things if you're not careful, and you know, at the end of the day, you just can't get away from every single possible ingredient. I don't think you need to. I don't think you need to be the most perfect person, and you have to weigh the pros and cons. How stressed are you about living life and the products you're using or the things that you're putting into your body, like even eating, versus just like not or living? Because, you know, as much as I thought that I was being so healthy by having every single thing clean and or like products, food, lifestyle, habits, routines, everything, trying to be perfect, which I never could even do, never could ever do it. I thought I was being the most healthy version of myself, and I was the most unhealthy version of myself I've ever been in my entire life, because I was so stressed. I was afraid of everything. I was such a perfectionist. I wouldn't go and live my life. I was overconsumed with everything. I was spending so much money, being dead and everything, and it just like wasn't helpful. So I had to go on a whole journey of healing. I talk about it in my book, The Ultimate Glow Up Guide. If you don't know, if you're new here, I have a book. I just published it recently. It's down below if you're interested in it, and it's a journal guide, and I bring you through my journey of glowing up and how you can also heal that emotional side of getting into cycles, things like that. But I've come on the other side, so I understand the importance of having cleaner ingredients like the Athena Club deodorant, and I love that when I can, but you know, I'm not gonna freak the F out if I can't. So anyways, with all that said, let's have a everything shower, and then we'll talk about solitude at the end, and then we'll probably end the video. Done with my skincare. I sat underneath this mask. I had the longest everything shower, head to freaking toe. It was so good. My body is like so happy that I stayed in. So I was listening to music in the shower, so I was there for a very long time, and then I came out here and did this. And on my skin, I just washed my skin, and I use hyaluronic acid and a serum that I'm using right now from Charlotte Tilbury and Fresh Beauty night cream. That's it. Let's quickly, because I already know I'm talking for too long, talk about living by yourself or living alone or trying to spend more time alone or like living in solitude. I know that was a lot, but like you guys always ask me about that. And I think I have like two answers. If you're afraid to do more things alone in the sense of like moving out or living by yourself, understand that there's going to be a learning process. Don't expect yourself to be the most confident, the most excited, the most ready for life, because that's not how it works, okay? You live and you learn, and you live and you learn, and you live and you learn, and you keep living and you keep learning. That's how we do everything. How do you learn to even clean your own place? You learn probably from a parent, and then you have to find your own style, and then you know, you learn what works for you, and you learn what needs to be done. You learn how to cook for yourself, and that takes some time, but you know, you pick up a recipe, and then you're asking people, and you ask questions, or taking your own appointments and stuff. Like, you will learn how to do everything that you need to do as an adult through time. And I'm saying that because I think that allows you, like, you accepting that you're not gonna do everything flawless and perfect, and you're learning, having grace with yourself, that allows you to unlock the real door of confidence. Because when you have confidence, you aren't moving through life afraid of everything, because you back yourself, and in terms of you have confidence in the fact that even if you don't know what to do properly, you're gonna try. You don't need to be perfect. You're not even holding yourself up to these high expectations or standards. You forgive yourself, you give yourself grace. Like, that allows me to be confident with things, but you have to be willing to try. What I did in my early 20s is I really built up my life, and that meant breaking down the wall of being afraid to look at whatever was going on in my life, because it was actually chaotic, and I did want to run away from it, and it didn't feel comfortable, and I was alone, and didn't feel good. But you know, I had to take responsibility in my life. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look at these things that I have to work on in my life. And although it sucks and I don't want to be here and it doesn't feel good, what's gonna feel worse is me running away from it at 10, 20 years down the line. So let me be strong, okay? Let me look at what it is that I need to work on and build and pour into myself. And I think something that helped me was really making sure I was being careful with what it is that I was telling myself and consuming even online. Because I listened to a lot of podcasts back in the day, read a lot of books. I was listening to TED Talks before podcasts were even a thing. Like I would just like saturate my mind with people who have stories about making it and working on themselves and, you know, taking responsibility of their lives. I really resonated with that, and that helped me when it came to the fact that I had to face the reality of life and also like not run away from my life. Was almost enjoying it in a way. I was learning a lot. I was romanticizing as much as I possibly could. I always had goals. I always had things I was working on. So it felt not so empty, right? I feel like some people are like, oh, I don't want to slow down in my life because, you know, it's empty and boring here sometimes. It's just that. And I get that, but it's like, okay, what are the goals? What is your view? What do you want to do in the next 10, 20 years? And then the reason why I'm being so like visceral about that specifically is because I had this one friend who was running away from a lot of things, and she didn't have a view or a vision or anything for her life really like beyond really close. Like she really didn't. And I'm not even trying to like judge her because I get why. I see the way that she was kind of brought up, and I get why. And a lot of people don't, and that's fine. You don't have to have this huge thing, but it's just like, sometimes there's a lack of vision. Like, where are we going? What is the fucking vision? The reason why I'm saying that too is because when you have a vision for your life, something, any little thing, a small goal, a small something, you start to fill up some of your time working towards that. Okay, the more that you give yourself this vision. And what also happens is as soon as you have a goal in mind or you have something in mind that you are working towards, your brain literally releases dopamine on the pursuit of you going and hitting a goal. Not even you hitting the goal yet. You just on the pursuit by thinking about what do I want to do in the next 10, 20 years, and not like a limiting belief, oh, I'm not going to do anything, No. Do you want a family? Do you want X amount of money? Do you want a certain type of jobs? Where do you want to be living? Who do you want to be surrounded by? Like, what are we doing? We're spending so much time running away and spending time where we know that's not where we really want to be, or this is not really a good use of my time. What do you want for your life? Get creative though. Like, take the shackles and the harshness off of your dreams and dream. Now, there's a lot of reasons why people can't dream. You know, there's so many living beliefs in this entire world all the time. You can't do this, you can't do that. You won't have enough money for that. There's not enough money to go around here. This person over here is hurting, so you should feel bad about that. You can't do this, that, and the third. And then you get brought up by certain parents that say, no, you have to do this and you can't have that. You come out of lack. I came out of a lot of lack. We didn't have a lot of money. We didn't have a lot of resources. So it's no wonder that we have these thoughts where it's just like dampening the dreams. But something I did pretty early, and I kept this with me, and I've always been like this, is always having a vision for my life and allowing myself to dream. And sometimes it feels hard. It almost feels sometimes like you can be delusional when you have dreams, because everything in your life is like trying to pull you away from that dream. You know, past trauma, current trauma, crappy things going on in your life, the realities of life, stress of life, everything of life. Like, it's just, that's what life is. And it's this constant upward battle of being like, no, I'm staying focused. This is my vision. This is what feels good. And I always know in my heart of hearts that I am here to feel good. Not all the time. Okay. I feel my feelings and I've gone through some stuff, but at the end of the day, I choose to feel good. So what feels good to me is thinking that it's possible, thinking that I can get the dream life, thinking that I can hit all of my goals, and that, you know, there's abundance, there's things to go around. I can do this. I'm safe. Even if my reality is not showing that right now, I choose to believe the positive. I choose to believe that I'm a creator. okay? And I have always chosen that because you know what the opposite is being a victim to life, negativity, dimming your life force energy, constantly stressed. I have done that. I've lived a lot of my life like that, but it doesn't feel good. And I just don't believe in my heart of hearts that we came here just so all day, every day, years after years, months after months, freaking chapters after chapters, we're just supposed to be here just feeling like crap about everything and no aspirations, no dreams, and no joy in our lives. That's just, I don't believe that we're here to do that. And listen, everyone's lives look different in terms of the level of joy that people have or can get. I can sit here all day and cry about how so many more people have so much more money than me, or they grew up this way, but I'm not interested in focusing on that because I don't want to waste my one life that I'm here focusing on that. I just don't. And this is not about also ignoring the realities of what's going on in the world. It's not about that. It's duality. You live in a world where you have to have duality. And people hate that. People look at things as so black and white, and that's why there's so much divide in our entire world, whether that's civil, where it's literal war, anything. Everyone is so separate. Everyone is so separate for so many years and generational. Like, this is deep rooted. What I'm talking about is very surface level, but genuinely, there's just always a divide, and for so many reasons there's divides, and sometimes it's really hard for people to be able to even see duality and to really be able to see both sides, really. And until you start to be able to see both sides and really feel into that, I don't think that a lot of change can occur, whether that's we're talking surface level or something deep rooted. These are conversations that I've been having outside of anything to do with my podcast or YouTube, in my own small little community in Toronto. Like, you know, we're always having these type of conversations and these insights and this view, and things are just so complicated. They're so complicated. With all that said though, I'm consciously choosing to feel happy while simultaneously understanding that there is suffering going on, that there are things that are not right, that there are things even in my own life right now that I'm like trying to figure out that aren't perfect, that are whatever. I am moving through life being aware of these things, being aware of sometimes my own ignorance, being aware that, yeah, I can't fix and save and do and be everything, and I don't know the answers, being very aware of the fact that I don't know the answers, and I'm wrong sometimes and I'm right sometimes. All of it. It is something that has freed me, and it's hard, and a lot of people have opinions about that, but I think life is about moving through life, having your vision, trying to just stay mentally sane, literally, and understand that you're gonna experience all ranges of emotion or feelings: shame, guilt, happiness, joy, sadness, mad, everything, all of it. You're human. So anyways, I don't know why we got onto that. Oh, I guess because the vision. So I say all that to say, this is a freaking so long, this rant. Have something going for you. Have something going for you, and don't have that thing be just this one person in your life, or this job and that's that, or this one goal of, you know, changing your body, or this lifestyle of partying. That's it. Like, have something else going for you and try things out. This doesn't mean you have to stop completely whatever it is that you're doing, even if we're talking about relationships. Like, it's not about forcing yourself to like spend more time alone. It's not about that. It's like, this is something that should be a normal thing for everyone, especially in relationships, is like, you have to have your own life. If you do not have your own life and you don't know how to think for yourself and you don't have a vision for yourself, what are you going to do? You're going to have everyone else's opinions, this person's opinions, this person's dream, and this person's vision in life. This is not to mean that you can't go like this with someone. Both dreams, visions, hopefully we can go to the future. Obviously that's what we're trying to look for. But a lot of the times, like, what you're actually really doing is, all you're doing is latching onto someone else's thoughts, opinions, life vision, everything. Okay? Sure, pick up a little bit of this, a little bit of that, like, obviously, but think for yourself, what do you want? And that starts with you spending that time, like, actually thinking about it. So anyways, that's how I've always really spent my time, is goals, thinking about my vision, you know, healing, letting myself live my life, which is a very big project for me based off of the things that I've gone through in my life. So like I'm actively working on that. And yeah, so anyways, with that said, I'm going to eat some food. I ordered some food, but I don't think it's here yet. And watch Real Housewives and go to sleep. And then tomorrow I'm going to edit this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know what I'm going to be titling it because I talked about so much, but let me know what you want to see next. I'm definitely going to be vlogging next weekend for my friend's birthday, and it'll be that theme. I gotta go shopping. I really gotta go shopping. We'll get some cute outfits, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.